believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly, and I believe I can fly.
Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. This is the message from the Lord through the book of Ephesians 4, verse 3. Have a cooperative and unity-building day, everyone. Sincere appreciation for those who have been with us in our endeavors to provide bits of learning through our vlog site, JERVIN Eagle Viewpoints. Your loyalty and continued trust to the content provider, Prospero Gonzaga Jr., known to my students as Sir Noy, is our fuel for keeping this advocacy alive and circulatory until this very moment. This day, I will be sharing with you a very important virtue that is almost forgotten and even wrongly conceptualized in the present generation. This is the value of cooperation. Again, the value of cooperation. That is why we will be talking about the focus title, Absolute Success Means Cooperation. One-man show is a ticket to failure. The system is always composed of many parts, some principal parts and some accessorial parts. However, the value of the parts is not in the role it plays, rather in the responsibility it has to complete the system with their roles, whatever that is. The system is not functional with the identity of the greater roles and characters. Rather, the system is functional when everybody in it, big or small, do their parts. That is why cooperation is being compared to a very big puzzle that was disorganized to be organized again completely. In the process, you will notice that even how small a certain part is, it can never be called complete if there is a neglect of a single piece in the puzzle. Again, even how small a certain part is, it can never be neglected or the puzzle will end up incomplete. Let us commence this vlog with two very important stories that I have heard during my childhood, and I hope you will enjoy the stories as well as squeeze through the lessons from it. First is the story of the body parts. It was said that one day, all the body parts have been complaining because of one very, very small reason, and that is they want to know who is the most special and who is the most important among them. Now the eye said, I am very important because without me you cannot see. So when the eyes close, the hands do its part. So the eyes is not. The nose said, I am the most important part here. If I will not breathe, you will die. So the nose stopped breathing, but the mouth started to breathe. So the mouth said, so it's not you. So it's the mouth, it's me, who is very important. So the mouth did not eat, and the nose was placed with the tube we call the nasogastric tube or the NGT, and then the body was able to eat. So it's not one among them. Many parts of the body still compete with each other, but it's not one among them. Now, at the lower part, somebody does not like this kind of attitude of competing who is who and who is more powerful than who. The anus. The anus said, what are you rumbling? What are you quarreling? You want to be always on the top? You want to be always the most important? Well, good for you, because you can even be seen. As for me, I have to be hidden all the time. And what passes through me is not even a clean one. But because you want to know who is more important, so let's play your game. So the anus stopped defecating and moving outways from the body. First day, everything is still okay. Second day, everybody already felt that there is intoxication. Third day, everybody cannot tolerate already because it's really poisonous in there. On the fourth day, the body became lethargic, and then it can barely move. And then thereon, they said, please, dear anus, open so that this waste can go out. We now learned our lesson. Who is not important, who is important, but rather, if we do all our share, this body will become functional. It's not who is great. It is if we are all doing our work. And the anus said, thank you very much that what I did provoked a lesson in you. Now let us go to the second story. One day, a group of small fishes, a school of fishes, traveled along the ocean because they just want to have fun. They want to relax. They want to experience how is it to roam around the ocean. However, on their way, they meet a very big shadow and they do not know what is that shadow all about. Nearing that shadow, they saw that it is a very, very big, dangerous fish. A prehistoric fish they call as the sea monster. So everybody was shocked. They are just small fishes. How can they combat and get away from this very, very immediate threat to their lives? When everybody was trembling already, one fish said, it's about time to use our mind. Let us think. After a few minutes, the leaders of the group huddled and then said, this is what you will do, or what we will do. You bring your group to that far end, you resemble a tail. Now, second group, you resemble the second half of the body. Third group, you resemble the first half of the body. First group, you resemble the head of this fish, a very big fish that we are creating. And as for me, when everybody is done already, I will try to see the shape of this big fish that we are forming, because we are all coming in together to form this one. And then, after I can see that this is very big, I will go to that hole where the eyes is and I will become the eyeball. So everybody gathered. Thousands of them, very small fishes. They resembled a very big fish. Bigger, 2 times bigger than the approaching prehistoric monstrous fish. When the fish was about to cross the line, and the fish said, wow, this is lunch for me, this is dinner for me, many small fish, delicious ones. But when he approached the group, he was amused to see that there is already a giant fish 2 times bigger than him. Because of this, he feared, he ran away, and he did not come back again. When the fishes realized that their predator is already away, they break their formation and then try to be thankful that they have thought of cooperating and building a very, very big fish shape with their small bodies. That is what cooperation can do. Dear vlogmates, you will notice that in the world of the successful and the triumphant, there is no place for a one-man show. Every successful leader becomes triumphant because of cooperative subordinates. Every military battalion ends up victorious and the commander is saluted. But the real thing is, this is never possible without the effort of the whole battalion. Now, during this present era, where we are facing a terrible viral pandemic, no person owns responsibility to make the effort to combat this disease successfully. If we want to defeat this medical catastrophe, everyone in the country should know their roles and then endeavor to do it. Because there is no big and small roles in the complete platform of victory. Everyone has a role, and if many did their roles and some did not, we will still lost this battle against this health tribulation. Now, what is the president's role? Well, he should oversee every plan that is being implemented. What is the vice president's role? Well, support and give suggestions to make the implemented plans more effective. What are the senators and congresspeople's role? They have to be available to enact laws and approve budget and structural emergency acts to aid the president's implementation of plans and responses. What are the governors and mayors' role? Implement what the president is detailing without shades of corruption and other anomalous interventions that will only decimally reduce the effect of the plan of the national government. What are the first-liners' role? They will be on their post to treat virally affected and encourage preventive acts to lessen and weaken the viral transmission. What is the DOH's role? Department of Health's role. They are the lead agency of information and truthful news, and they're obligated to report honest facts and accurate figures to the country. Now, what are our roles as citizens of a country like this? Simple but important, dear vloggers. We need to stay at home and limit public exposure and activities as to weaken the transmission capacity of the victims of the novel coronavirus that leads to coronavirus disease infection. If all of the sectors will cooperate and do their roles, in the next 15 days, we will see a significant improvement to the virulence of this pandemic. However, if there will be people who will continue to defy rules and make wrong things for their own advantage, then the whole system will fall because everyone is a player in this pandemic frame. Yes, dear vloggers, dear vlogmates, our role as citizens is to stay home. Whatever that means, even if that is very hard or even uncomfortable, that is the role that was given to us. Let us do it, for this pandemic puzzle will never be solved if one piece of the whole puzzle failed to locate its place for general completion in the puzzle map. Cooperation is a big thing, even in our smaller roles. Now, after this vlog, you will realize that it is not how big or small our role is that makes us successful contributors to that victorious acclamation. Rather, it is the act of doing our roles, may it be big or small, for when we do our roles, we are part of a great system that successfully fend off this mighty pandemonium, the COVID-19 virus. Dear vloggers, remember the story of the parts of the body who are quarreling for position. Remember the story of the cooperative small fishes. Yes, this is the only way we can get through these trying times. Cooperation. It is my fervent prayer that we will all cooperate on the way to victory. This is JERVIN Eagle Viewpoints, and your vlogmate Sir Noy would like to remind you that you are involved, so do your role in cooperation. There is nothing impossible. Just do your role and everything will come out right. And that's the way the eagle hooked the prey. Have a cooperative and coordinated and unified day to all of you. God bless you.
And I believe I can fly. And I believe I can fly. Hey, 'cause I
And that's the way the eagle hooked the prey.
believe I can soar.